for this week. So to the both of you, I don't know, fill me in. What went down? Anything crazy?
This week was interesting. I think for the most part, it was just sweeps across Academy and Main League, with like a couple exceptions. In Academy, we had one game 5, and then two game 4s, but they were pretty tame game 4s. And then we had one sweep. So Havoc White, the Academy Havoc White actually did a pretty big upset last week. They ended up losing against the second best team with like 1-goal games. They ended up getting swept, but they were all 1-goal games. And as a rookie team, I mean, that's pretty good. And then literally the week right after that, they end up sweeping one of the veteran Academy teams. Havoc White swept Cypher Black. And like, honestly, they're the only team in Academy that I can really say plays to win no matter what the series scoreline is. I think that was one of my most prominent calls when I was commentating those games, is like Havoc White, no matter what the series score is, they're playing to win. Kind of the opposite of Main League Havoc White, who it seems like they go up in a series and they start either starting to panic, or I don't know what's happening when you guys go up in a series. But at least with Academy Havoc White, like they're down, like they're about to get swept by Smoking Guns Gaming. They're still putting up a fight all series long. And here they go. They're about to get their first sweep in their second ever series in Havoc, and then they complete the sweep. Like and they do it like easily. Like there was like no fight almost. Like Cypher Black, it's not that they were playing bad, but Havoc White, they just stuck to their guns and they played extremely well. But outside of that, Main League wise, we saw sweeps across the board. There's only one series that wasn't a sweep, and it was Aura Esports versus Fury Esports. And Fury Esports won in Game 5, and a special thanks to Deluxe Drew for getting that reverse, for taking over the alternate stream for us yesterday. Very much appreciated. But yeah, the only series was a Game 5, because Havoc White ended up forfeiting, Sloth Dark swept 7 Savages, Team Gold ended up sweeping Havoc Orange, and then Team Purple ended up getting a forfeit win over Final Form White. So a lot of forfeits last week, but I also heard there were playoffs in other leagues, so I think that's pretty expected. So this next week on the promotion and elimination rounds, that's going to be the really important week.
Absolutely. I mean, so, dude, from what I hear about Academy White, is basically Main League Team White needs to adopt the mindset of Academy Team White.
Yeah,
is that
pretty
basically
much
what I'm hearing?
I think
y'all got to play to win the whole time.
I think we just cook too much, honestly. That's what happens to us.
We're cooking so much that we're setting off the smoke alarms and the sprinklers are coming on.
We left the stove on. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens.
Left the stove on. Man, I don't know if either of you guys know, but I've been working with the Smoking Guns Gaming roster in Academy League. Not crazy as where I would say that I'm their coach or anything, but I've been working with them on the side, just trying to give them some pointers, and it helps me learn as a coach as well. And I think it's beneficial to them to have a higher level player kind of look over the replay and kind of give them more tips and tricks from somebody at least outside of their little sphere of their team and everything. And that's one of the big things I've been trying to work with them on is mindset. So that Smoking Guns Gaming roster is Kilo, who is the greatest of all time to ever touch Academy League. I will die on that hill.
You say he's better? You saying he's better than Tazaro when he was in Academy League with his own his perfect grind? Okay.
Kilo is tearing Academy up. That man, he should be restricted from Academy League. He should not be allowed to play. That dude is just he's better. I genuinely think, like, jokes aside, I genuinely think you could place him into like one of the top 3 teams in Main League right now, and you would not see issues come about from it. I think that he could adapt himself quickly into a higher level playstyle because he has such good, like, basic level understanding of mechanics, rotation, and mindset that you could tier him up without him actually scaling up, and he would adjust quickly and be able to fit in to an extent. Obviously, you replace an extremely high level player with
you replace Cosmic with Kilo. What's gonna happen?
No. Okay, now there are restrictions to what I'm saying here, but if you were to take Kilo and replace my spot on Team White with Kilo, I think that Benji and Bubs, my two teammates, would not have any issue. And now, given I would say that I'm probably arguably the lesser of players in main league, but I genuinely think. But I would say that Team White as a whole historically has been in the top 3 or top 4 of main league. So that's a top level team as far as Havoc Esports main league goes. I think that you could take Kilo and put him in my spot, and there wouldn't be. I don't think that the outcome of the season would be far off from where it would be with me. Kilo's better. But so most of my gaming roster is Kilo. It's Chair or Mr. Chair. I forget his name like changes so much, and then Zay. And those guys are like some of the genuinely the most like upbeat people. Like they are just so optimistic and so happy to get. I don't want to say coaching because I don't feel like I'm actually doing much, but you know, an outside perspective, just giving them like pointers and tips and tricks. I like to be more of like a mental coach when I'm sitting there and they're playing their games. I try to make sure that they stay, you know, on task as far as what they're doing when the series is going, and make sure that they don't lose focus. And that's a big thing with what you were talking about with Academy White. I think that's mental is a huge aspect of this game, and any game ever. And if you don't have the mental, you know, fortitude to be able to push through during the difficult times, I don't think that team's going to go anywhere at all. That's why I like working with the Smoking Guns guys. They're genuinely like some of the nicest people ever, and they're more than happy to get advice from me. And I really want to see them do really well in Academy.
Yeah, I hope they do as well. I mean, the fact of the matter is like in important games, Smoking Guns can't win. They haven't been able to win a single important game since the seeding tournament. They won the seeding tournament, but ever since then, they've lost to Havoc Pink, they've lost to Slothhounds, they've just not been able to stay as that #1 team. Now, I think, now I will say this, you know, back in, I think it was Season 6 RLCS, where I think Tainted Minds were the first seed going in for OCE, but then the Chiefs were second seed, but then everyone at the LAN was like, Chiefs have the better chance to actually go far, and then Chiefs actually got top 4. I think with Smoking Guns, if they can at least get top 2 at the end of the season, make that last chance qualifier, I think they would have the best chance for an Academy team to actually beat a main league team and maybe even make it to championships. It's a long shot for championships because at the end of the day they are way lower ranked than everyone else in main league, but if they could make that last chance qualifier, I think they have the highest chance of actually beating some main league teams if they make it there.
Yeah, I think that if they can, because I think they have the more experience coming out, so if they can just do the hard part of making it to the next stage, then if they can let the experience flow through, which maybe the other team, the #1 team, or even the other team, if they get #1, wouldn't be able to have that. So if they can make it to there, they definitely, I'd say the best chance for Academy to, like you said, take that win over the main league team.
Dude, I wholeheartedly agree. Again, I will support those guys to the end. But I'm definitely gonna try to work with them some more and be there for them as they face more of these difficult matches, ones that they're probably not expecting to win, but I know that they can if they put their minds to it. And I'm gonna see if I can't help them push to where I know that they can be. I mean, those guys easily in my mind are it. And this is an opinion, it's a biased opinion, but I think that they're the best in Academy. And I don't say that just based off of like physical skill. I'm taking, you know, the whole picture. Like, you know, mental again is a huge aspect of it. And I've talked to some of the other teams in Academy, and I don't think that any of the other teams, I think wholeheartedly that they have the best mental in Academy by far. Like, it's not even a question in my mind. So I'm gonna work with those guys some more and hopefully push them up, man. I'll take 5% responsibility if I can push them up into to main league, and then I'll purposefully poo-poo on them whenever I face them.
Exactly. That's what we like to hear.
Gotta remind them who daddy is. You know what I mean?
God. Well said. Well said.
Well said. Well said.
I don't think you could have said it any other way.
Mhm.
With that, though, I guess we can go ahead and start talking about our next topic. Obviously, the roster change window has recently closed, and boy, oh boy, have there been quite a bit of, I don't know, swap